Yeah. Should I divorce my cheating husband? We have a kid. This is. What is this?
I am married with a child, but my husband cheated on me. Should I leave him? Yes or no?
My initial thought is yes, but having a kid makes things complicated. I need more. I need more background.
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
I need
I
more
went through his
information.
Apple Watch. I scroll up and it's the whole sexual conversation. That was him being selfish. So why not choose me?
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This is the dilemma.
Should I leave?
When
I
I
would
first
say
heard the
yes.
dilemma, I stood on the no side because I believe in second chances.
You got a whole kid. Nah. Play.
I knew that there was more information, but my gut instinct was like, it's a yes for now.
Until there's
How
more
long have you two been
information.
together?
This is
6.5 years. So we're like a military couple, so it was one of those, I meet you, we fall in love, we get married.
Jax, what's up, bro?
Made us really close was that we realized we were from similar backgrounds. Like we both grew up in the Caribbean, we both kind of like the same music, the same type of things.
Did he honestly admit that to you, or did you come about finding that out like?
I had 3 dreams that he cheated.
Here we go
And
with the dream stuff, bro. Now, honestly, 3 dreams in a row and then you find out he's cheating? Okay, maybe. But having dreams and then I had a dream that this, like, come on.
I was like, okay, I need to check something. So I went in his Apple Watch and I saw it. The female was labeled under a male's name.
The dream
And
is
when I
crazy.
asked him about it, I said, hey, I just want to figure this out. He came clean, like right off the bat. He
Dream
was
is
out of the house
crazy.
before he cheated. The reason why that happened is because we got into a bit of a tussle. I came downstairs
A tussle? He put his hands on you?
and he was on the phone with said girl because they worked together. There was a little rumor that she liked to sleep with married men. We got in a tussle. He was out of the house. Then
He put his hand. What do you mean by tussle? You beating around the bush? Hold on. He put his hands on you. See, now that piece of information. Now you gotta leave. Take that kid with you.
cheated.
Put that man on child support.
Pretty much went on like a week-long binge of going over her house and drinking and getting physical.
Nah.
Was this just sex, or was this?
Y'all asking the wrong questions. We don't care what he did with said girl. We want to know if he put his hands on her. I want to know what tussle meant. Forget what he did with the girl.
full on like affair, like
He
relationship?
said for him it was just sex. There wasn't any going out to dinner, any like crazy I love you text or I miss you or anything like that.
Has it been a pattern? And I would include anything like pornography or anything in that.
With him?
Yeah.
Tussle is
No, that
crazy.
was the first
Tussle,
and only time.
that's
That
that's
I
like
know.
my definite line. That's my definite line. Like a lot of things people believe second chances, which I mean, like these people who said don't leave him just off the bat. I don't know, that's kind of weird. But the physical violence, that is a line like not in the sand. That's written in stone. That's like that line has a gate on it. Like no. What's up, Kitty?
You said you have a son, right? Mm-hmm. How has he been impacted by this? Does he know?
So he's 4. So in the beginning, because there was a time where he wasn't living in the house, and my son would actually cry at night.
Oh,
God, Daddy, and I was just like, it made me sad.
That's probably why she's staying, because the kid wants his dad. But physical, I don't care what that kid wants. Physical violence is just not it.
is he doing anything, or has he suggested anything to repair your relationship?
So he wants to do marriage counseling, but he wants to do individual counseling for himself first, which he's actually doing right now. And he tries to plan like little dates and stuff like that. He's trying, I guess.
I need to
So
hear more.
please move now if
Nah.
you feel like you should be.
I understand. A lot of people are gonna move because of the son cries at night, but I still can't get over tussling. Him putting his hands on you is just, that's not okay.
Standing on another side.
That's not okay.
Was there anything there that you're like, oh, maybe I should be on the other side?
I think one of them was he's going to therapy. And at that point, I'm like, well, I mean, if
I
he's
don't
doing
care
the
about
work
therapy.
and you kind of sound like that's something you want, then maybe I'm on the wrong side.
When your husband was away, how did you feel?
Being honest, I missed him a lot. I had to put up a wall to where it's just like, don't feel anything. I still have that question in the back of my mind.
So, what is it? She said that she caught him, the husband, on the phone with said girl that he was cheating on her with, and she said they got into a tussle. Now, she hasn't explained what tussle is. She put tussle in like quotation marks and kind of, and when they asked, they be like, a tussle? She's like, yeah, a little tussle. She didn't really explain what happened. So my thing is like, I'm like, did he put his hands on you? Because then I don't care what else is said on the other side. Leave. He should not be putting his hands on you. You need to leave. That's my thing. Could be her putting hands on him. That is true. That's the thing. That's why I would have asked her, what do you mean by tussle? Like, what exactly happened? When she heard that, it could have been her. That's the thing. No one, they can ask questions, but nobody has asked what she meant by tussle. Because that would have been the defining issue. Like, if she started the physical altercation, or like if he, like, I need to know, like, what happened. That's...
My mind, is it worth working out after he finishes his therapy and everything?
Do you feel like you'll be happier without him?
That's a good question.
I feel like I could probably hit the pinnacles that I haven't hit yet. I think I'm that girl, you know? And I think sometimes when you're with someone, you don't have enough freedom to go do certain things. How it is right now, we're still in the same living space. Call me a dumb bitch, but yes, sometimes we have sex. Sometimes that's
what? So her judgment is clouded. That's what I'm hearing. Because once is one thing to, what is it? To not be together, to stay separated and stuff like that. But to be in the same living space and doing that, that's... No wonder you can't make a decision. You kind of, your judgment clouded. That's what's happening. That's why she's considering. That's what's happening.
Trust is gone on your side. Is your faith the only thing that's kind of really tying you to this marriage?
Yes, that's a part of it. My son is a very minute part of it because I don't want to be one of those people that stays because of the child. And then also the fact that he's taken all the right steps for himself. He's finally admitting like his childhood trauma and just the stress of the job that he had around the time that he was cheating. I believe in people getting second chances if they're deserving and if they put in the work.
If your mind has changed and you want to move to the other side, this will be another moment and opportunity that you can do that.
Look at them. They don't not want to move. You need to leave. You need to leave. And get living with them still?
I stayed where I was hesitantly. I kept coming back to the fact that her husband was making an effort. I think love is work. Love is
he should have made an effort.
I wanted to go to the no
That's
side. Like,
what I'm saying. He should have made the effort not to cheat. Don't put the effort in
afterwards.
Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Talked about it before, that he's working on himself, but I just felt in my heart and in like my bones, I was like, I think they're better off just separate.
Air Force, ex-husband, Air Force.
You get it.
Met in tech school. I got stationed here in LA. I deployed to Detroit to help with the vaccines out there. Came back and found out he was cheating on me with one of like the closest people that I had met back in our old base. Going through the divorce, it broke me down, but I am finally getting to live a life that I'm actually proud of.
If he's doing the work and the reciprocation is there and he wants to, then it would change my answer. But then if there's still no trust, then that's where my struggle is.
In her situation, it sounds like her husband is taking those initial steps, the very beginnings.
I will say I'm surprised he's taking these steps, because I could see if they weren't living in the same house or they weren't living together and he was taking the same steps, but he's still sleeping with her. So I'm kind of like, I feel like most people would be complacent in that and just like would not change because they're still living in the same space. So I'll give him that, but nah.
Steps to do that.
I think it comes down to trust. At the end of the day, do you think he's going to do this again?
Do you still trust him?
No.
He's like, don't stay. He already did it
I
once.
can do better, but then you have all the factors like our son and stuff that we built together.
Yeah, forget your son. Leave. Take your son with you.
My parents got divorced when I was really little, and when you're a kid, you start to think like, I wish they were still together, but now knowing, more, if they were together, my life would have been a lot worse.
I mean, it sucks to have parents that are divorced or that fight or anything like that, but
Stop saying that.
sometimes,
Me?
it's not worth like fighting.
What did
for
I
as
say?
If I was your best friend, I would say divorce is still on the table, but you're angry right now.
She using her son as an excuse?
You need
She
to
is kind of.
work through that anger. I think it would be good if he is a part of that. And,
Because,
um,
one,
gets to-
infidelity. Two, I still need to know what happened in the tussle. She said tussle and just said it so plainly like nothing happened. What do you mean a tussle? Who got hit? What happened? I need to know the details of that. I need to know the details of that.
to understand what he has done to you.
I was with a man for 10 years, spent all of my 20s with him, had a baby by him, gave him everything, and he cheated. I stayed. He had great days of being amazing, but there was always that fear as well of what happens when you're not enough again.
To give you a separately prepare their final advice to present to Tiffany.
Personally, I feel like they would be better off handling their own situation
Exactly. Separately.
Yes.
If she still genuinely feels like she could be happier on the outside, then I would say go for it.
But it's kind of different because it could be like, oh, you guys are divorced or you guys are split up now. Just keep doing that yourself. But she's still living with him and sleeping with him. Like, this is just she need to leave. But honestly, if she's still staying with them, living with them, and sleeping with them, like, I don't think she can leave out of her like own will. I don't think she could.
And they desperately need to slow down.
Divorce is final,
Yeah.
It's hard to repair the trust that was lost, but I believe you can.
For me, like the most important.
Yes, true. If they're taking a break from each other to better themselves, they can't be doing all that. That's what I'm saying. If he is going to therapy, and he is trying to change himself for the better, y'all gotta separate. Go live somewhere else. This is like, what is it, a training arc or something?
Is to remember you and not letting any of the outside noise, meaning your friends, your family, the naysayers, dare I say religion, keep you in that box if you decide that you are no longer happy.
Maybe this relationship is salvageable. Things that break can come back better than ever. It can come back stronger than ever if they're given that chance. But, divorce is still an option. even if you choose to stay for now.
Tiffany, can you just kind of tell us how you're feeling right now?
Still a bit confused. However, I feel like I have a decision.
All right, chat. What it you think? You think she gonna stay or leave? Honestly, she's still sleeping and living with the guy. I think she's staying. As much as I would love for her to leave and, put some, stand up straight, have some pride on her shoulders and everything, I think she's gonna stay. As much as I would love for her to take her son and start a new life, and I still can't get over the tussle. No. And the fact that she just brushed over that, I don't know. It makes me wonder what else is happening. She's definitely gonna stay though.
That's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him.
Oh my god, bruh.
In another lifetime. Okay.
She left? Thank God. Oh my. Because they still doing the thing regardless, which isn't helping. It isn't. That's why she had to come here. Is she leaving? She left? I'm surprised. I expected her to stay. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think she was strong enough to. Especially though still sleeping. I did not expect that. I expected her to, oh, I'm gonna stay. I expected that, but.
This weekend, actually, I ordered some moving boxes, so I guess I'm gonna start packing. I am going to drive cross country, hopefully with like a buddy, and I'm gonna live with my dad for a while. In this situation, it's not just me; it's me and it's my son.
Yes,
I
take
just want
the
to get
son.
out of the space.
Take the son.
And
Get
I
out.
think with time, the actual paperwork will come. But as far as like me in the physical and me in the mental, I pretty much think I'm divorced.
All right, cool.
So whoever is watching this, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
She actually left. I am proud of her. Bro, you sit there, you watch Divorce Court, and these women be staying through the worst of it. And I'll be like, if you don't put some bass in your voice and get up and leave. But shout out to her. She actually left.